Life is risky if you don't take the chance. Because everything that I'm about to tell you, in all these 40 years that I realized, I'm going to reveal it to you in these 8 minutes. And the thing that I want to tell you about this, it is a simple process that you can take to change your life. Matter of fact, I'm going to just tell you now. I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to tell you now. Because when you're thinking back, you're going back thinking about all the negatives that happened to you. You're going back on the negatives. Oh, man, I messed up. Oh, man, I lost a lot of money. Oh, man, I went to bankruptcy. Oh, man, I lost the house in foreclosure. Yeah, I was in foreclosure. Yeah, I had to go to bankruptcy because I couldn't afford the house I bought. Look at the other videos that I posted. How my American dream turned into a nightmare. That's a video that I posted. Some of y'all know the story, but I'm going to give you a short story. We went and bought a house. We couldn't afford the house, but we bought the house anyway. We thought we were going to make more money. We didn't make more money. And then the housing market crashed, and the house was worth less than half of what we paid for it. And the bank said, nah, we're not even going to work with you. How are you not going to work with me? The house is not even worth half of what I paid for it. And if I go through bankruptcy, you're not even going to get half of what the house is worth. No, we're not going to work with you. Had to go through bankruptcy. Had to go through foreclosure. Why? Because I didn't follow the right blueprint. Went through depression, through all these symptoms because I didn't follow the right blueprint. But if you follow the right blueprint, which I should have, but I didn't, get a house that you can afford. Get a mortgage that you can afford. Get into an area that you don't have to drive 2 hours one way and 2.5 hours back because of traffic, paying over $100 a week in tolls, paying almost $150 a week in gas, and coming home on a weekend so tired you can't even enjoy your house. That's not a right blueprint to live off of. So I'm telling you these things, it took me 40 years to realize in these 8 minutes. Looking back on the past, not at the failures, but at looking back at what you could have done the right way if you follow the blueprint, follow the correct blueprint now. You're going to buy a house now. You messed up because you couldn't afford the house. You paid for a house that you couldn't afford for. Go right now. You want a house? Get the house that you can afford. You can't afford a 4,000 square foot house? Get a 1,500 square foot house. Get a 1,000 square foot house. Get what you can afford. You can't afford it, don't get it, because you're going to put yourself in a place that you don't want to be in. Going to foreclosure, going to bankruptcy, getting in depression. Don't do it. Because if you follow the blueprint of what you're trying to accomplish, failure will not even be mentioned in that conversation. Only thing going to be mentioned is your success. That's what I realized in these past 40 years.